What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000, I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to another Eden, a brand new single player JRPG with light hero collecting elements. This game is brought to you by the original creators of Chrono Trigger, believe it or not. So this game has an absolute ton of pedigree behind it. So let's go ahead and jump in and see, does this game live up to all the hype? Now, you guys know what I always say when I jump into a brand new hero collector. A hero collector can truly only be as fun as the heroes that you can collect. So let's start there, shall we? Now, here is your main character. His name is Aldo. Now, I'll show you what you can do from an upgrade standpoint a little bit later in the video. Right now, I just want to give you a preview of who I have thus far. Here is Miyu. Everyone will get this character based on their pre-registration milestones that we achieved before launch. Here is Foran. So this is not one of those games where you have to re-roll. In the very beginning in the tutorial area, the game will give you a 4-star selector ticket. So you can pick your own 4-star character in the sea of about, I would say about 15 characters. So no need to re-roll, just grab your 4-star character and get rolling. And obviously I picked Foran because schoolgirl, there you go. Amy is a character that just joined my quest via the story, and so was Rika. So here are the characters that I have thus far. Now I feel like the very best way to kind of show you what this game is all about is just to kind of just go through the motions and show you the game in its raw form. Now, I'm gonna go out to a dungeon, but before I do that, I need to go to an inn and get some sleep because I don't have any magic points and I have very low HP. Yes, when I said this is a single player JRPG style experience, I was not kidding. It plays exactly what you would expect when it comes to, you know, like the old school JRPGs, of course, like Chrono Trigger. So, rested in the inn, now I'm gonna go ahead and head out to my quest area right over here. Now the game has a nice little mini map letting you know where your main quests are as well as your side quests. Side quests are marked in those little yellow marks right there. I'm looking around for things on the ground to pick up as well. Now, I'm gonna repeat myself a few times. This is a JRPG. There is randomized combat as you're walking around. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Now, if you played a game called Dan Memo, this combat system should look very familiar because it's based on that same exact engine. So here's my main character right here. I'm gonna do an ability called Spinning Slash, which is an AoE. I'm gonna go ahead and do Elemental Push, which is an AoE as well. I'm gonna do Aqua Thrust, which is very powerful against these guys here. And I'm also gonna do Wind Smash, and then I'm gonna press attack, and then all of my characters will go at it. So pretty much exactly like Dan Memo combat when it comes to that. All the way down to like the celebration and everything. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't really like emulator, so I had a real hard time finding an emulator that actually worked with this game. Here's a little side quest right over here. So give me a second, we'll talk more about emulators here in a minute. Here is just a little, I don't know, maybe I should skip this. It's just a side quest. This is not like the main story quest. So it looks like I found a ring here. And there's something written on the paper. Looks like it's valuable and it has the owner's name on it. So I guess we'll have to ask around and see who owns this. Once again, JRPG style quest. You find something random in a dungeon and now you're gonna try to go back to town a little bit later and see if you can find the owner. Now, like I was saying, this game doesn't really work great with emulators. Hopefully that'll change in the future, but I have not found very much luck in emulators in this game right now. So you really can't hear the soundtrack, but the soundtrack in this game is god tier, all right? Like seriously, it just tugs on the nostalgic heartstrings, especially if you played games, you know, like Chrono Trigger and the Final Fantasy series. A lot of the musical scores seem very familiar. Like I could swear that some of the music in this game is from Chrono Trigger, but just remixed. Like I swear it is. There's a big boss up there, but I'm gonna try to avoid him. We're gonna go back around here and go get this treasure chest. Randomized battles. It's been such a long time. Such a long time. Now I have to kind of be careful with my MP here as well. So I'm actually, you know what, we're just gonna just auto attack this one out. Now there is no auto play, but you can repeat the same actions again. So if you have like a setup that you just wanna do over, you can always do that. Grab this treasure chest over here. 500 get. Now that guy right there is extremely powerful. Like he will just one-shot me. But what I can kind of do, I can kind of play around with them. Like the big bosses in this game, you can actually see on the map. So I can kind of bait him away from that treasure chest and then sneak behind him. So watch this in a second. Kill these guys right here. All right, now watch this. I'll turn it up just a little bit. That's down, FG. Oh, he's not gonna walk over. Oh, we can go the other way. We can actually go the other way. I see it now. Here's a little thing on the ground that we can pick up. Floating ore. Here is our main story quest right here in the green exclamation point. Once again, just kind of kill these guys. Easy pickings. But yeah, this is going to be a real hard game for most people to cover just because it is a single player JRPG. Very story heavy. I'm gonna skip that guy for right now because he's pretty integral to what's going on here at the moment. So we're just gonna skip around. Let's see if we can't beat this guy. He's hiding something that I need here. Begin the battle? Sure, why not? Let's see if we can't do... Oh, he's only level 10. We got this. We're gonna do Wind Smash, Aqua Thrust. Oh! Okay, he's a little bit stronger than I thought, but do not worry, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just keep going for now. And I'll show you some other combat intricacies in the game. So as you guys can see, Rika is sitting on my sideline. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out Rika with my main character. Now when she jumps into battle, she will also buff the party as well. So when his turn comes, he's gonna leave. Here comes Rika. She's gonna buff us on up. And then now my main character Aldo will sit on the sidelines and he'll kind of just heal himself up and get ready to come back a little bit later. I don't actually need to heal at the moment. So let's kind of just keep on beating this guy down. Actually, when I was in town, I didn't get any goods for Rika. I really should have. All right, Aldo's ready to come back into combat. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out Miyu here, bring Aldo back. You go ahead and heal. Actually, do Holy Ray. Switch back in. Here's my boy Aldo back in action. Full HP, full MP. So you can really kind of bounce around your characters here, but you got to be careful because right now I really want to kind of switch out Rika, but Miyu doesn't have any MP yet. So I'm going to kind of hang out on the edge a little bit longer. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to switch him out. Switch out Miyu. Keep on burling down on this boss here. Defense up. And then I'm gonna yeah, that's fine. Let's just keep on auto attacking out. We're pretty low on MP here. Switch to Fire Slash. We're in pretty good shape here. We should be able to DPS this out. Yeah, we're doing good. Right now, as you guys can see, Rika on my sideline, full MP once again, so if I need to bring her back in and do some heals, I can, but I think we should be fine for the most part. I don't see you doing anything crazy here on this last bit of HP you have. There we go, G to the G. So that's actually a really good look at what combat is like. So let's kind of switch gears here now that we've leveled up, and I'll show you what else you can do in this game as far as leveling up your character. So we'll go on over here. Actually, we're gonna go status, ability board. So ability board, once again, if you played Dan Memo, it should look very familiar. It's a very linear progression. So as you guys can see right now, I have 1 ability point. This costs 1 ability point. I got 2 power, and then we're done. The next thing that I'll be able to do once I level up is get myself 2 endurance. After that, I'll be able to move up to this 3-star soldier. And as you guys can see, you just kind of go in order, grabbing some things. There's a little path right here at skill that you can kind of go 2 different ways. But at the end of the day, you pretty much want to grab everything. So that's kind of how it works. So we're just gonna kind of go through the rest of our squad here. She has 2. It's really easy to just kind of hit both of them, and then after I'm done, I swipe to the right. Don't even have to worry about waiting for it to complete. Just run through it really, really quickly. You have 1 ability point, Amy. Go ahead and give you 1 point there. And that's kind of how the upgrade system in this game works. So based off of what I've seen so far, that's pretty much the extent of it. Like I said, it doesn't really play like a hero collector. So all of those things that you are used to when it comes to hero collectors are not really present in this game. The only thing that this game has in common with hero collectors is a gacha. Everything else is a single player RPG. You do have equipment. Right now, of course, you can get equipment drops out in the dungeons, and of course you can buy them in town. In addition to that, we've already kind of talked about skills, but as you get more skills, you can switch them out. So you can kind of custom make what type of main character or what type of character that you want to have. So that is that. That is the extent of the actual characters themselves. You can have 2 reserve units, 4 in your party, and of course you can have different setups depending on how you want to go about things. If we go back over here to the main board, as you guys can see, here are all the options in the game. You have party, ability board, which I just showed you. Dreams in this game is basically the summoning gacha. Like I said, when you first begin the game, you will get a free selector ticket. Also, there is a paid gacha, which guarantees you a 5-star ticket. And then you, of course, have a single summon, then you have a multi-summon. So pretty straightforward. 1,000 crystals in this game is around $30. This is the only thing in the game that you can buy. There's nothing else in the game that's purchasable. This is it. So the hero collecting thing, I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. This is, of course, just my items here. You have this big records board, which is basically just keeps track of all your achievements. And as you do achievements, the game will give you cash op currency. So of course you can farm up to get free pools as you move along. Notice this is pretty straightforward. Others is settings. You have food that you can eat while you're out and about. This will restore your HP points and magic points. But just like in JRPG fashion, sometimes you will find little fountains and things like that in the world to allow you to replenish your HP. So what I also want to do, I want to show you this little boss encounter over here that's way too powerful for me to do. Like there's no way I'll be able to defeat it, but I'll show you what you can do here as far as just being sneaky. Very low on everything here. I probably just need to switch out completely. Dun, dun, dun. Whoops, wait, hold on everybody. There we go. Probably just need to put Rika out on my front line and just bench Aldo for a little while. I probably will do that just to get him a little bit more points. But we should be pretty good, especially since thanks to this video, I'm going to be kind of farming up some EXP here. So I should be able to go through this dungeon really quick later once we end this one. See, you see where the boss is moving on the mini-map? Now I can jump over here, grab this chest, and then run away from that boss. So those bosses are extremely powerful. Right now, they basically one-shot me. So I am not going to partake in that at all. So that is pretty much another Eden. Like I said, I wanted to be very careful not to do too many spoilers in this video. This is, like I said, very early in the game, so it shouldn't spoil too much. I'm gonna go ahead and park myself right over here next to this quest NPC that's gonna tell me something about Amy that you guys do not need to know right now, but you will once you play the game. It's a JRPG, so if you're not the type of person that can go 20, 30, even 35 minutes of gameplay without combat, just straight talking to NPCs, walking through town, collecting quests, doing little side missions. If you can't do that for like 30 to 40 minutes without combat, this is not the game for you. This is like I said, straight up JRPG. It does not play like any hero collector that I've ever seen. So that is that. And speaking of Amy, and this is something I just wanted to kind of show you as well. The characters also have little side quests. So I'm working on her side quest right now, and that's why I really don't want to spoil it for you. Amy looks amazing. She's my favorite character in the game thus far for obvious reasons. Bootleg Tifa, I like it. So that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is FG3000. This has been a look at another Eden. I almost forgot the name of the game. Not even gonna lie. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.